group stages, a lot of the time it could set up to be where, like, oh, our final match may not be something really on the line. It's more so just to kind of have fun and finish it off. This time, that's not the case. There's a lot on the line. I mean, obviously, essentially, the top 4 spot. Again, as we've stressed, the winner of this will be moving on to the top 4. The loser will finish in that 5th, 6th place spot. Now, if they do happen to split, it then comes down to how many hero kills they had against one another here in this specific series. So that also adds another level here to the series. So it really should be fun to kind of keep an eye on, see how this all plays out here. What is fresh versus PinE Dancers Esports, of course. PinE has kind of, I think, been a little bit of a surprise, honestly. For people, at least for myself, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. They've obviously had some roster changes. They've switched many things, and no longer have Squeary, no longer have Peksu, 2 pretty solid players there. But here they are, on the verge of possibly getting top 4 at least. So we'll see. We'll see how they do. I'm joined by Shorkon once again as my co-caster here, and the draft is underway. So, Shorkon, these are teams and a couple players here that you happen to know pretty well. So, sure
okay, so
yeah.
I know everyone from Mint really well, except for Denver Pro, and I know everybody from PinE really well because I team them with PinE a lot, and I play Warcraft 3 with Mint.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's gonna be fun
for
you. Yeah. You got
yeah, that.
So there's no like bias for you. I mean, really, no matter what happens, there's going to be a little part of you that's like happy and a little part that's maybe sad, I guess. So.
To be honest, I am completely impartial as a caster, and I do not root for any team. Papa.
Yeah, good one. Everyone knows I'm a fanboy of Stay Green and Fnatic and all these teams I used to cast. Yeah, no, it's just natural,
But no, it's difficult to say because on the one hand, we have different guy who I really, really find to be an interesting person, and on the other hand, we have Slasky. So Slasky, he's my buddy. Yeah. He and I played together for quite a while, longer than a year, I'd say. And I mean, on the other side, we have all of PinE, who are all really nice guys.
All right. Well,
and did you know that Not the Best is actually Lolpix from Rexars?
I didn't know that, no.
Yeah.
I recognize the name Lolpix. I can't say I don't think that's really been a
No, but he was in
standout
Rexars, and it was like
Okay.
Green Rexar, Red Rexar, whatever.
Got you.
I don't know which one he was, but whatever.
All right. Well, no, he's definitely. We've casted a couple of PinE matches, and he's definitely had some impressive performances. So.
He's definitely not the best.
it's
Ha.
like the name kind of fools you there. It throws
Oh
you
my
off.
God.
Yeah.
But I mean, is he actually the best? That is the question.
He's probably not,
But-
but
Probably not. No.
he's good.
Seeing as he's not #1 in Diamond right now.
Yeah. He's good enough to be here though, and so is this team, of course. So. All right, we got a draft to talk about here. It was Midas, Warbius, Behemoth, and Riptide bands coming out right here. Interesting stuff with that. Lord Salforce into Lodestone, Glacius into Prisoner, Magebane into Tempest. So that's what we got so far. A lot of initiation on this Hellborn side, especially coming out from PinE.
Yeah, but I mean, they have the main initiator in Lodestone, and Prisoner and Tempest are just better for follow-up. Well, what they're going to do for carry and support, that remains to be the question. They're banning out Vindicator, apparently.
Yeah,
If
that's...
anything, you'd expect Mint to pick a Vindicator this game, but...
I feel like we've seen them ban Vindicator before. I think it's honestly something like somebody played Vindicator against them and did very well, and it's one of those like, oh, we just do not want to face that ever again kind of heroes. So
Yeah.
Because I think they've done it before in the cycle. We've talked about that, so.
It's kind of tricky, though. I think that, oh man, no. I kind of know a bit about PinE's drafting, and they're not choosing to go for it, actually. I am pretty disappointed. We saw the deadlift Madman,
Yeah.
remember? And it almost worked out versus Sync.
That was interesting, yeah.
And the whole idea is you just get the Staff of the Master, you run as far away as you can from the fight, and then you get rest. and then you have another ulti up, and then another staff, and then you just keep fighting.
Yeah. No, it's
But
definitely strong.
yeah,
Potential. There's Gladiator coming out with that fourth pick. Yeah, guys, I want to clarify something real quickly. I know we. So I understand all the schedule on the side. It suggests that we're going to be casting Complexity versus Evil Corporation. First off, I want to stress this. That is subject to change, for whatever given reason. And in this case, if that match was even happening, we would honestly still be covering this one because there's something ultimately on the line here that's a pretty big deal. Again, the winner wins the top 4, loser doesn't. So it's just simple as that. Something on the line like that, we should be casting it. Second, that match already took place. Complexity versus Evil Corporation, as we were talking about earlier, it was rescheduled to earlier in the week. That already happened. So this literally is the only match right now. So again, to get all that confusion out of there, that's what's going on. So it's Fresh versus Pingu Dancers, and again, a lot is on the line here. So to clarify all of that. All right, back to the draft. Interesting finish. Moira again. Moira all of a sudden is apparently back on the scene.
well, it's great versus Gladiator, if
Okay.
anything.
There's that. So
Yeah, just get rid of it.
Grinix. Grinix, a different
Grinix.
guy. Go together pretty well.
Grinix is picked because Moira is not considered the strongest lane support, but honestly, I was thinking Sandwraith, but now with the Grinix pick, he's going to be getting too much pressure.
Yeah.
But if they had Sandwraith here and it wasn't a Grinix, it was, let's say, a Magma Suicide, then PinE would have had the upper hand in the draft, I think. But seeing as that's not the case and they're considering a Puppet Master, I think Legion has a very... their team is so strange because it relies so heavily on them not losing early engagements, and it's very possible to lose early engagements versus a Prisoner Hook.
Yeah.
Nitro! Yes! Do it!
All right, clicking a lot of different ones here. Nitro's one they're ending up on right now. Sandwraith.
And it's going to be the Sandwraith.
They want the Sandwraith in the end. They go all the way to the 0 seconds there. They do decide Sandwraith. So you're talking about, though, that could be scary because of Grinix.
Yeah, but if Moira does a great job, then there's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, again, different guy is showing. He just showed it yesterday again, right? Who were they playing? What was that match? It was. I want to say it was versus BMG even.
I
think it might have been. Anyways,
yeah.
he had a performance where he just dominated. Like, he took over the game as Grinix, and his stat line was pretty solid. And, yeah, it was very good. We've seen that several times, too. It's not like a fluke by any means. It's not like a one-time thing. So,
oh, for sure.
again, he's very comfortable with the hero. And Grinix really always kind of has had that potential. It's just no one's really ever found, to play him other than now. This guy here. So.
I still think he needs a buff, to be honest, because although he can be useful, I mean, it just...
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can't judge it on one player. Like, just because different guy happens to be a fantastic Grinix doesn't mean it's like, oh, we can't buff that hero because then he would just be getting buffed. Like, obviously you have to look at the big spectrum.
The problem is with Grinix is that it's just such a strong hero in low TMM because nobody buys Rev Wards or anything.
That's good. Yeah, Invis in general is pretty strong in that in those brackets there. I would know. So, not in tournament play though. It's a little different. People are a little more ready for things like that. But even with that in mind, again, he still manages to usually do pretty well. So, see how he does here. All right, we're hyping him up enough. Let's hope he comes through with all this hype here.
If Tommy plays it well enough, I think they're fine.
Yeah.
STST, sorry.
Tommy.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that a lot. Like, STST is just annoying to say
them
anything.
On a first name basis even. All right.
Yeah, we have not the best, Richard, Max, Jimmy, Cyrox, who no one calls Marvin, but his name's Marvin.
Oh, okay, Marvin. I was going to say Billy.
He looks like a Billy because...
The name looks like he represents a Billy for some reason. I have no logic behind that. Just a fun name. Tell him I said that.
Okay. I will. I'll make sure to do so.
You said it's Marvin?
Yeah, Marvin.
Interesting.
He's German.
All right.
And then we have Tommy.
Good old Tommy.
Norwegian, which is actually funny because whenever I play Team M with him, they're like, Tommy, and I'm like, no, not me, right? No, no, Tommy. Okay. But anyway, so then we have I don't even know what different guy's name is.
I'm gonna call him different guy.
Nicholas. That's it.
That's my
But
name.
anyways,
That's
yeah,
my name.
yeah, he shares your name.
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
My mom said I was the only one.
She said you were special,
She said I was special.
without a doubt. Anyway, so the funny thing about PinE is that they always just change their roles around. Zephyranthi generally goes for the mid unless he's playing Malikan. Then we now have Cyrox in Woods, but he's also known for playing a lot of Midas. So it's like they switch it around really often. And I mean, Not the Best has been seen playing support, as well as carry, as well as a bunch of things. It's all over the place. And in my opinion, they're never going to get true mastery of one role if they do it like this. But if they have mastery over their specific heroes, it might just be enough.
That is fair because yeah, as you pointed, like sure it's maybe that exact role, but to play a hero very very well, you know, also means something. So if that's the case, then yeah, so be it. But yeah, as you're stating, I mean, we've literally seen him play like 4 different roles throughout this last week here. It's pretty ridiculous. So I don't know if we've ever really had that case.
I mean, different guy is known for playing the Grinix, of course, but he also plays the mid Arachna, and he plays Lodestone mid as well. And here comes the pull from different guy. But
Yep.
Tommy has dust.
Oh, he does.
Use the shot to Harken.
Look at that
There
too.
we go.
Does its curse, some good damage coming out. Not gonna be a kill, but gonna make it
And
difficult.
different guy blocked the hard camp as well, so they made it that he's not actually able to pull into the hard camp. But instead, he should just pull it into the lane, and then there shouldn't be any difference in lane control.
Well, it took some good damage there, but ultimately is fine, of course. And
Oh, I think Not the Best is making a mistake here. He's tanking the archer for a really long time. And talking about Cyrox, he didn't actually start farming yet. He only just began by stacking the easy camp. Okay, so different guy is doing his thing, being as annoying as he is. He's going to have his iron shield early enough.
yeah,
And at the bottom lane, Max isn't doing terribly either. He's oh, he's not getting lane control. Never mind.
not doing so good all of a sudden. Mage Bane.
Not doing too good. He's really gonna suffer this game.
Yeah. That mana drain gonna be an issue, I'm sure. And Glacius pretty good at that whole boxing out thing. Gonna apply some pressure right here. Actually, Freeze comes out. Not gonna be a
This
kill,
might be-
but
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
He's not going to be able to be there for a very long time. And now it's Sandwith versus Grinix, and they both have the Iron Shield now.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, from the same matchup. But
And immediately Tommy is pulling. So different guy is already going to miss out on some XP there, but like leaving a Sandwith alone versus a Grinix is just not a great idea. And,
oh my gosh, Lodestone's
wow.
dead. Well, that happened. Temper Pro gets the 2-minute rune control. Ended up seeing him and chasing after him as he was pretty... You know, I was actually going to point out that Lodestone didn't have a health potion. And again, I don't think he had one earlier. I think he just never had one in the first place. And as a suicide especially, that's a little risky.
Plus he had a ward. He had vision of the Sulfuras the entire time, so I'm not entirely sure why he would even try to risk it. Sulfuras just does too much damage. Now in the middle matchup, you have Prisoner versus Gladiator, and I honestly think that both heroes do decently in their lanes. I think that it's pretty even. The only thing Prisoner has going for him is that he has that huge base damage, but on the other side, you have the whip from Gladiator.
Yeah, you see Prisoner's constantly sitting pretty far back, actually. Interesting. Now I'm doing a little bit of a pull, so... How is that looking here? We got 15-2 Prisoner, 18-2 Gladiator. Nice job by Slaska getting that last one right there. So he's off to a pretty good start. I don't know if you're how familiar you are with Slaska's Gladiator play, but...
Oh, I know it enough.
You know
Here's
pretty
the
well.
one that was I think, yeah, you were casting. It was a game where Gladiator was getting gone on by like a Swiftblade in mid. He used Showdown on himself, ported back, and he managed to survive just because he
Okay.
showdown himself back.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as
Good.
items go, what should we see then, you think? Will they go the Assassins or the Astrolabe, Tablet? What should we see?
That's difficult. He might go for a Sackstone, seeing as their verse is a prisoner. It's not the worst idea. But yeah, you can expect a Shroud at some point.
Okay. As bottom rune again, Lodestone. He's still level 1, in fact, and he does not have a Rocket Drill.
He's
This is dead.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Nuke in 1 second. That'll secure it, so.
Yeah, okay.
And South Force had the regen that whole time, so it's full life, full mana after it.
But this is why I didn't want them to pick up Sandwraith. Look how little farm he has. He's 322, but you really want all the farm as soon as possible, because otherwise the hero just falls off.
Yeah.
Of course, the same goes for Magebane, but Magebane has a way stronger presence in lane.
Oh, pull back in the middle lane, by the way. There's that Pitfall Showdown combo, and especially with South Force being here. Man, Denver Pro is just active. 400 gold per minute all of a sudden from him. A lot of that due to 3 hero kills, including the Bloodlust that he got.
I mean, he's just guarding the rune every time, and Lodestone's literally walking into him. So, other than that, I don't know. And now Lodestone's back in the bottom lane. He's finally level 2, but like he's so afraid of the Magebane even alone. He can't do anything. Whereas Grenix is just having the greatest time of his life.
Yeah, he's not doing too shabby at all. And again, if he's able to hit level 6 here shortly, which he's going to. He's going to get level 6 with this creep wave, I think. Maybe to be just short, but
I think he could kill STST.
yeah, that's going to.
If he times it well, he can also dodge the Shards of Harken.
I mean, so he's going to be having at level 6 right here. He's going to have plus 80 damage on 3 different attacks because of the ultimate too. So, and then even another Rift Stock on top of that. I guess he needs. Oh no, yeah, from level 1 you get the 2 charges. So, yeah, and then level 4 of that passive, then Nether Strike. That's 100 damage each auto attack. So, a lot of front burst damage, and being physical especially as well, pretty big. Especially with that new Shield Breaker. I'm actually curious. I think he did get that yesterday too, if I remember correctly. That.
I mean, the new Shield Breaker is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Mint has had the upper hand from the drafting. Just because they picked Sandwraith. Only because they picked Sandwraith.
Well, you saw Sandwraith right there. I mean, he saw the Rift Stock having from a different guy, and he just ran. Like, he's just like, yeah. I got to get out of here. So.
But I mean, he's going to die once Gladiator is here.
Oh.
Like, Gladiator's just waiting.
But look at the support. This is interesting.
But it's a level 2 Lodestone. What's he going to do?
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's bad for the Hellborn team even. Because, yeah, they didn't know Gladiator was there, so they were trying to set up a kill on a Grinix, but that could have backfired. However, nothing happens in the end from it.
And now, I mean, Mint is all too comfortable farming because, honestly, when it comes down to it, Magebane's going to out-hit the Sandwraith. Of course, a team fight never goes like that. You never have the 2 carries just hitting each other. But it really does feel like PinE got outdrafted.
Well, they're going to try to make a play on that Grinix now. Going in, Dust comes out. Rocket Drill is going to hit. To level 2, but still enough for a stun. Yes, it is enough damage. So
they even had the Sandwraith ulti if they needed it. But I mean, Lodestone should have done this from level 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, he should have just gone here at level 1 because he's level 3 now.
Well, it's better late than never, I guess. But yeah, it's getting the 2 deaths early on. Not the friendliest start. And obviously we see middle lane right there. Zephyronte going down again. To guess what? Lord Self-Force coming in and helping us set up a gank there as well. So he is up 440 GPM now. Magebane, by the way, during all of this is also 400 gold per minute. Free farm in the bottom lane.
Last hits or something. Something of the sort.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.
56 and 27. Yeah, jeez.
And I mean, Tempest is also farming. Well, actually, Tempest is only farming decently. He's not even doing that great. He just got the mana ring. I don't know. Something seems off on PinE.
Did they even have, I think the left camp was blocked from the beginning, if I'm not
But
mistaken,
Tempest
but
never goes there to
yeah,
farm.
that shouldn't really stop them though, so.
Yeah. Like you can get 300 GPM from those three camps. And especially the rotation for Hellborn jungler is just fantastic. You just go through that, and he even went meteor, so he should be able to cut the trees and have the time of his life. But
Yeah, you're right.
something seems off.
So, again, I'm not saying we're there just yet. Obviously, there's still plenty of game left, 7.5 minutes, still early on. But one of the things we were talking about is the idea that if you split this series, it then comes down to hero kills in this series. So, if you're PinE here and things continue to kind of snowball a little bit out of control, you could argue that it might just be worth throwing in the concede vote if you feel like it's just going to be a very, very tough effort to actually try to come back. Because worst case, you stay in the game and then they even get more kills, and then you happen to win the second game, but they got so many kills the first game that they end up winning in the end. So, yeah, I hope, I would assume that the teams are aware of that as well. I mean, been around for long enough now, so it's going to be interesting to see if that does come into play here or not. But again, it's still early on, not to make that a point just yet.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a 3.2k gold lead at 8 minutes. I'm not sure what kind of another lead you would want to have on Mint right now. You have a Self-Force and a Mage Main farming fantastically, and Gladiator, who's also free farming the mid lane right now. Self-Force was actually going to do double Ancients right now, but Moira doing a good job of scouting that out.
Yeah, forcing him away.
Grinix is looking for Tempest.
Hunting him down. He's level 7 now, so another strike is going to be adding 100 damage each auto attack as far as using a spell first, but just going to run on through, actually. Saw Prisoner coming over. Didn't want to risk getting involved in a fight with so many numbers there. Double damage on Prisoner. He's going to try to maybe hook Gladiator. No.
Oh, that was so close.
He had a haster in too.
But now Grinix wants to go. Oh, he's going to kill Moira. Moira's
That's
down.
a free kill, yeah. There's the illusory assault, the shadow step, and the easy kill.
And he didn't even use dust, so they can't get the turn kill. He would have been dead for sure with the Shackle ulti on top of him.
Yeah, Prisoner. Pretty good against that invis. But not there, so gets away on top of that. So yeah, that's food for Grinix. No doubting, so it's kind of begun. So yeah, obviously he's not the greatest GPM by any means, only 200 gold per minute, but getting levels, he's accomplishing that. And early he was making it for Sandwraith a little more difficult to farm. So kind of accomplishing his job still. But God, meanwhile, South Forest, man. Just farming away in the jungle.
Now the Ancients are tripled, so he's going to move over there right now, actually. He's going to go up to 470 or so, if he gets all of them.
Yep. That's going to be a free triple stack for him. By the way, Gladiator? Yeah, he does. Void Talisman. First item.
Complete counter to Prisoner.
It is, but first item. I'm still like, that's interesting to me.
I mean, I don't agree with it at all because honestly, like, it goes against what his hero is right now. Like, you kind of need to. He's going to be in the front of fights.
Yeah.
Like, if you have Self-Force die too quickly, then he's not going to be able to get all his damage off, and I think that's a mistake. But now it's like he's just going to be there in the front and then not attack or anything. Anyways, it gets rid of some damage from his side, I think, by not being able to auto attack. Look at Noteson, by the way. He's having a great time.
Not. Well, actually, Prisoner. Okay, they're going to go in a Lodestone. As Prisoner happened to be here, though, at the same time, but that was bad for Prisoner. He's going to prison break. It's going to pull them in, but now he's in a lot of trouble here. The nuke hits. Isn't enough. Not initially, but it will be. As Denver Pro gets a double tap. That was like both teams didn't realize how many were there, and it ended up working better for Mint in the end.
Yep. I mean, the Glacius is level 6 compared to the level 3 Lodestone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game. And a tablet on Self-Force. Look at these stacks he's still doing. He does the same thing on Amun-Ra, too. He farms this so well.
Top lane.
Just knows what's the rotations and everything. Grinix is gonna barely survive, but not for long.
Oh, but the pitfall.
Good attempt. Pitfall
Misses.
just misses. That was so close too, but could not connect. So good attempt right there, but hey, they kill Grinix at least. Get something positive.
I just like the lead is just growing. There's one hero farming on the Hellborn side, and it's Sandwith, and he's not even farming great.
Yeah. So Forrest was trying to set up a kill onto Lodestone, but just him and Magebane. Not the greatest lockdown between those two.
I don't like the fact that Tempest is going an Astrolabe now. They've lost their early game fighting abilities with Lodestone having gotten such a bad start.
Yeah. Should have just gone
really
Portal Key,
don't-
I think, or?
Yeah, they need to make a big play, and that only happens with Portal Key in this game. An Astrolabe can do something, but it's not the same as the PK 4-man ulti. Surprise. Then they're back in the game. Right now, they're falling behind on farm. And Magebane has his Rune Cleaver in 700 gold.
Wow, yeah, already 12.5 minutes in. Got the Steam Boots Iron Shield on top of that, so very good start for Magebane here.
I don't even know what Moira is doing bottom, to be honest, because together they can't even kill the Magebane. He's doing a good job of also farming in Strength Boots instead of Agility. Without level 6 Lodestone, they're not going to be able to do anything.
And
he's just keeping lane control as well. Oh, man.
Yeah, Provosk at 98 and 52. Like, 52
and remember,
denies.
This was a first pick Lodestone.
Yeah, that's important to point out. Yeah, that's these first pick heroes that aren't getting a lot of value today. We mentioned the Kinesis several times. I mean, Lodestone here.
What was first pick for Legion? It was the Self Forest, and
Yeah.
to be fair, he's done so much work. He's 500 gold per minute right now.
Yeah, that side is working. Yeah. God, I'm still like.
Would it be a stretch to say that they should concede now? And in 1.5 minutes
Concede
to
at
not
15.
lose any more.
It wouldn't be.
To
No,
not lose any more
again,
KD.
strategy says that would be a good strategy. Like that would be a pretty effective strategy by them. Now,
I don't see them winning this game
yeah,
anymore. They're like, they didn't even get the deny on that tower, and they're 8k gold behind right now at 14 minutes.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. This. They're like grasping for whatever they can grasp, but it's just not working.
Yeah.
They're only down 7 kills. They're only down 5 kills right now. That is nothing if they stomp the next game. But then again, the guys of Mint could be very cheap as well.
Passive. Very passive, let's say. Yeah, and I was thinking about that too. So this could be interesting. Anyways, they get a kill on a bunny lever in the middle lane. Gladiator running into a tough spot now too, and he's trying to escape from this. He actually does use the call to arms, a beautiful one on top of that. The buff didn't hit him, but it did stun several heroes. Tempest still chasing though, and it is going to be a kill in the end. So,
but Grinix.
Oh, Grinix is here now. The Illusory Assault
Nice
coming out. Nice job with the Arcade Vortex. The ultimate on Lord's Out Force, however, locking him down as he's trying to help assist here on the Grinix. He does kill Tempest as it comes out of it, and now they're going to get Moira as well. You see Prisoner able to pour it out in time before he too falls, but Grinix, he wants more food. And it's going to possibly go for Lodestone. Oh, yeah, he definitely is. Him and South Forest going to try to make it happen. A different guy is going to die, though. You see, South Forest just couldn't aggro the tower right there. So nothing much he could do at that point. Well.
And bottom tower is going to fall. So.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
So now they're, okay, 5, 7, 10. Now they're still 5 kills behind. And it's 15 minutes and 11k deficit. I honestly think they should just concede. But then again, what Mint could do for the next game, which would be completely, you know...
Yeah, no, they could sit in the well.
They can sit in the well and
see, like, that's where I was thinking about that too, but... I mean, there would have to be some, like, admin ruling on that, I would figure. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. But then again, they could just say that they're normally, like, playing normally, and then they're just 5-man in middle and not dying, for example.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
This
fine line, yeah. It's tough.
I think this system has to be changed in the way that it's KD over more games versus previous teams as well. Just total KD. Because otherwise, this system feels a bit
Well, to be
mad.
fair, like this system has been used for tiebreakers for the longest. Like it's actually been the tiebreaker for a very very long time. Back, I remember we used it like 4 years ago, but it's never been. It's honestly never been an issue from what I recall until like what you're saying. Like the scenario matched up perfectly. Like literally the final game for both the teams. It's for that very important fourth place spot. Like all these things had to line up for this to happen. So. But sometimes that's what it takes. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with you that it is something that possibly should be looked at now after this. But for now, that is the rule. So,
I mean, you could even argue that there's something like game time involved. That you get a certain number of points to the different amount of kills, and then how long the game lasts.
yeah, some kind of tiebreaker. I mean, honestly, it could even come down to, like, they could just play, like, a best-of-3 series, like a third game. Like, honestly, like, that could be something the admins end up ruling. if they feel like that one team, if Fresh was to go in the next game and just cheese it completely. But, but even that's then, like, then that was
Tempest is
part of
dead.
I don't know. Anyways, let's not think too much about it right now. Yeah, actually, going this game here, it's still happening, actually. In fact, Grinix going to be pulled in. Down goes Tempest right there. Grinix is going to be fine for now. Or is he? Yeah, he is going to die, but you just see they're cleaning up on me.
Hat trick for Glacius.
Yeah, I mean, it is over. It really is. Bunny Lover with that hat trick, as you mentioned. Look at he's taunting him. Literally taunting him, toying with him here. And they are going to finish him off. It's a genocide. Yeah, if you're Pine, I think it's time to throw in the towel here. Especially with what we're talking about. So, well, again, it's part of me almost wonders if they actually know that part of the rule. Because they can. It's pretty obvious that now would be a time to concede, but they're going to stay in here.
Yep.
Keep trying. As that tower will go down right there. And Geometer's Bane now going to be picked up for Mage Bane as well.
See, what would be interesting? I'm done with talking about potential scenarios because honestly, it's probably just I don't know the way this game is going.
Well, see, this is all assumptions too. To be fair, like for all we know, Fresh is going to come out the next game and still play, their A game to an extent and still try to win even, and they may even possibly win in the end. So like we're speaking a complete scenario here. That's what they could possibly do to cheese the system, and that doesn't mean they're going to. So I think that's important to keep in mind.
Oh man, they've got the sort of the high on Sandwraith right now, but looking at the Legion team, there's a Frostwolf skull on Denver Pro.
Yeah. Yep, Geos. And he has 2,200 gold. You see Grinix, they're going to find him here.
And then they pull him out of the Rev Ward.
Meteor. Oh my god, a Meteor almost got him, but it didn't. He's actually going to live. Does
But
it curse? No, anything?
Random rocket. 3 seconds.
Do
Nope.
anything.
But
Samwraith ulti, he went to it, but he's
oh
not
my
gonna go.
god. Oh my god. This is just.
They invested a
this is painful.
Sandwraith ultimate just to try to kill this Grinix, and it still didn't even work.
Yeah, Prisoner could have shackled as well. But no, he couldn't have because he was dragged out of the Rev Ward range.
Couldn't
Now
target.
Lodestone picked up dust, but man, too little, too late.
But yeah, they're for some reason not conceding yet. Again, that's what's surprising to me, honestly. The fact that they haven't actually conceded yet. They've allowed Mint to get even more of a gap now.
Uh-huh. I'm just looking at the KD gap and it's like 15 to 6. 9 kill difference. And that is not terrible. You can still do something about that in the next game.
Could.
Because
But
at this point, with the other two teams being at 14 points, they're never going to catch up anyways. Or is it more than 14?
wait, 14
times.
points. You mean
The-
Sync?
like, it doesn't matter what they... Oh, wait, who's the third team in the playoffs?
Complexity.
They have
Yeah, they're at 12 points. Yeah, no matter what happens here, they're third place. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so no matter what happens here, these guys are fourth.
Yeah, that's again what they're playing for. This is literally for the fourth spot now. Oh my God! Oh, that Devoid was beautiful right there, but obviously it doesn't matter. The Legion team is able to stop it, concede, vote coming out finally. Yeah, GG, well played. So we'll end 19-6 in favor of Mint right there. So yeah, 13 kill gap in the Legion's favor in that case for Mint. So not only do they get the victory, but they get a pretty nice advantage there, boost at the end of it before PinE finally throws in the towel. And that's game one. So yeah.
Okay. I don't know, man. Their decision to delay the game that long might just be their downfall.